Are you a kettlebell beginner and you want to train 30 days for free with powerful workouts that'll give you a lot of bang for your buck? I got something for you. Check the first link in the description, click it, sign up, and enjoy. Grüezi miteinander, Gregory von Lebe here. This video is an excerpt from our Friday live sessions where we hang out with subscribers, talk about kettlebells, where I share tutorials, where we do small little workouts, just giving you a glimpse and powerful insights pertaining to kettlebell training. If you want to watch the full live stream, you find the link in the description. In this video, we talked about double kettlebells. And what I'm going to show you is the double deadlift, the double clean, and the double press. I'm taking my time to explain these exercises first, and then we do a mini workout. This mini workout is only one round, which equals 3 minutes. You can do multiple rounds at the end if you want to. I want to highlight the fact that you can take these exercises and this workout, run with it, and have great results all throughout the year if you just follow these powerful principles and basics that I'm about to outline for you in this video. When you lift and hoist weights from the floor, is you want to make sure that you keep those weights inside your center of mass. A great cue that I have from Dan John is he always says V to me. So let's follow Dan John's advice. You have both of your kettlebells ready. Now place them in a V, and so that the V is pointing to you. A crucial aspect when we learn the deadlift with double kettlebells is the hinge. When we were coaching, it was 12 kids, 10 kids, 9 to 11 years old. And there was this one little fella who shared something with me, which I'm going to share with you. It works like wonders for your hinge. I always said there is no German word for the hinge until that little boy held up his hand and said, "Coach." And I said, "Yes." He said, "We actually have a German word. It's called Tischli." What is this in English? Table. When you are hinging, you're pushing your hips back. Your upper body is leaning forward because you want to stay inside your center of mass. Now, here's where a lot of people are messing up. They go down into this hunched over position. Now, imagine with me for a second that your back is a table. If I put anything on that table right now, well, this object is going to drop down to the floor because I have this rounded position. What do I have to do? I have to straighten my spine. As soon as I get ready to lift, I pull my shoulders back, and now I'm lifting and standing up. Boom. And once I'm in lockout position, I have the kettlebells connecting with my thighs. I push my hips back. Again, we engage in the hinge. The table motion, and we drop the kettlebells back down to the floor. There's one crucial thing that you want to think about when you do a deadlift. Don't think about pulling the weights off the floor. Think about pushing the floor down. And as we drop the weights back down, watch what happens. I want to show you what happens with my shin bone. Watch my shin bone. Do you see this? I am not moving back and forth. What is happening if my knees move forward? My hips move forward because my knees are attached to my hip. So what my hip is doing, this is what my knee is doing. This is where the control is. Don't think about your knees, think about your hips. So you don't want to fall forward on your toes, and now my shin bone is moving forward. No, I want my shin bone to stay vertical, almost vertical. You have 3 movable parts in your spine, okay? This is part 1, this is the hip. Part 2 is in your upper back area, and part 3 is in the neck area. So as soon as you start lifting weights, you want to lock your spine. I'm locking this part, this part, this part. So what happens if I'm now hinging? I look towards the floor, a little bit in front of me. I do not do this. We call this broken neck syndrome. Think about double chin. Your neck follows your back. So once you're on top, you don't have to look down, you look straight to the horizon. Down to the floor, up to the horizon. A Russian sports scientist even says that according to his studies, we lose strength if we disposition ourselves or if we start changing the alignment of the spine. Now with the clean, I want to show you two different versions. You have to decide which one you want to stick with first, and depending on what you've been exposed to first, either kettlebell sport or hardstyle, then maybe you are gravitating towards one or the other modality of the clean. Hey, what's up, Gypsy? Master Gypsy's in the house. Want to say hi to everybody, big boy? Good boy. Good boy. That was variant number 1. Now let me show you variant number 2 of the clean. In variant number 1, we used the so-called double bent knees, pendulum leg action, or the Russian pendulum. Demonstrating it without kettlebells. Watch what happens. Backswing, extending knees, bending the hip. Now I come up, bending the knees, extending the hip. Bells come up into the rack position. Dropping the weights, bending the knees, catching the weights, extending the hip, bending the hip, extending the knees. This Russian pendulum is great for efficiency, and you use it in the double clean. You use it in the snatch. You can use it even in the swing. You can use it in the clean. You can use it almost everywhere. So now let's just check out the deadlift clean. Bending knees and hip, extending knees and hip. Bending knees and hip, extending knees and hip. Way easier to learn. And now let's cover one thing which my mentor Dan John said. And one of the reasons why he doesn't like competition kettlebells. They always bang, gang, gang, gang. They clang and bang, right? Fine-tune your skills, it sounds different. There's still a little bit of that clanging going on, but it happens in the backswing portion of the lift. You have the bell in the rack position. Now you drop it. How do you drop it? By turning your palm towards your face. In this position, I am able to rack it, but as soon as I turn it, it wants to drop. I don't use my muscles to interfere with the kettlebell as it travels back and as it comes back up. But since we are human beings and we're used to grabbing everything and holding on it for dear life, we have problems understanding that we can actually use our hands just as hooks. As I drop it, I'm completely relaxed. This type of clean is like Bruce Lee is saying, you want to be like water. Water finds its way. So I translate this into thinking that you have to understand when to relax and when to contract. It takes a little bit of time to adjust for the size of the kettlebell, and it takes also time for you to understand how far and how wide you have to stand. Let's focus on the press. Now we understand the clean, and then we press them. I interlace the kettlebells. One handle touches the other. And now I go up, thinking that I want to press the handles up first. And watch the way I grab it. I don't even grab it. It just hangs on my frame. I don't go out. I think about keeping the elbows as well as my hands in that middle line. Watch as I'm going slowly. And see how the handles are pointing up slightly? The handles are a little bit higher than the bell. And once I'm at the top, I fully extend. And now I'm opening up my chest. And I don't flare out. I keep the arms close to my body or close to my head. And as I come down, I push my elbows forward. My upper body leans back slightly. And I'm going back into the rack position. Again, I'm thinking about, okay, which kettlebell comes first so that I can interlace the other kettlebell over the other. In my case, the left drops first, the right follows. And then you hear this beautiful symphony of this clanking noise. This clang, I love it. You will develop your own unique style at the end. Yes, you follow all the fundamentals, but your own style will crystallize itself after you've mastered it. And if it looks a little bit different than somebody else, totally fine. And one thing that Steve Cotter shared with me, my sensei, which I think is also very valuable, you want to try to mimic people who are approximately your size and your weight. So I am 170 centimeters tall, I'm 70 kg body weight, I'm a lightweight guy. So if you look a little bit like me and you have a little bit of a shorter torso but longer arms, but you have long legs and especially long tibias, then maybe your style looks a little bit similar to mine. Don't ever think for a second that you have to mimic everything that I do to a T. I've made this mistake and I thought, well, it has to look like this guy. And I realized, well, it doesn't. And who cares? I follow the fundamentals and I'm having results. Are you ready to lift? What we're going to do is we're going to start with a clean. Then we're going to follow up with a deadlift. And then we're going to follow up with the press. 1 minute per exercise, unbroken. This adds up to 3 minutes of total volume. Then we take a break after those 3 exercises. So that's 3.5 minutes of volume in 1 round. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to start deadlift, clean, I'm sorry. In 3, 2, 1. Ready? Let's go. One more, and then I'm going to switch to the other variant. We have 20 seconds to go. Rest a few seconds. Let's go into the deadlift. Ready? Place your kettlebells V to me. Let's work. Make sure your back is straight or your spine is straight. Think about when we're in the bottom position where the kettlebells touch the floor, I want to make sure that my back is like a table where I can put an object on that doesn't fall to the ground or to the floor if I am holding tight in that position. Now it may be your lower back starts firing a little bit. It's totally normal. Last one. Now rest a little bit. And we're going to jump into the press. Whenever you're ready, clean those weights up. Make sure you keep your elbows close. Last one. You do this 3 times per week for the next 6 months. I guarantee you gains and results. I can't guarantee you stuff, right?
Depends on different factors. But that stuff works. No fancy crap.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like it and consider subscribing. And don't forget to hit the bell button so you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. If you're looking for kettlebell courses that can help you lose weight, build muscle, and improve your kettlebell technique, then check out the Lebe Academy. Let us help you discover a new perspective on kettlebell training, making it simple and easy for you to understand. Join the waiting list of your desired course now and secure your spot when it's open for enrollment. Link is in the description.